Welcome back, guys. My buddy CP from up there in Macon, he got this 71 Chevrolet C10. We're going to be doing some stuff on it. It's been sitting for 20 years, and I'll kind of do an overlay on and let him speak on everything, so y'all can kind of get more informed with this thing. You got it, straight back.
I'm not that good at backing.
Oh, you got it. Come on. Straighten your wheels up. Yep. Come on. Turn your wheel straight. Your truck, turn your wheels right here. Stay right here like that. Straight back, you good? Turn your wheel to your left a little bit. Turn your wheel to your left. Right here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Right there. That's good. So what's the deal with this thing?
So the story about this truck is it belonged to my granddad, and like most people, my granddad was really a good figure for me growing up. And my uncle got it, and my uncle put a 350 in it.
It came with a 283.
My uncle put the 350 in the Muncie 4-speed manual transmission. The truck was originally the 283 that you said with 3 on the tree,
yeah.
So it was column shift. He put the 350 in it, and the Muncie manual transmission, and he was going to do, I think he wanted to do a power steering is what he said, and I think that's where he stopped. And I kept bothering him about it. I thought it was a lot rougher than what it is, but he finally gave in, and here I am with the truck now.
You can see where it had been sitting in luckily this thing had been sitting in a inside a two-car garage, and the last, how long was it?
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. And you could see where the tire had been sitting, where the tires was flat. But the thing that mostly saved this truck, honestly, is it sitting inside. The last date on the tag is 2003. So, but it hadn't been on the road in 20 years. So, this thing is actually in really good shape. He has all the trim, or here's the trims in the back. And his uncle had got 2 other doors to get the door trim off of it, because he had got the seat and the column out of that other truck, and the seat is actually in perfect shape. So the door cards actually match the seat, and CP ain't made his mind up yet if he wants to keep that style seat in here, or swap to another seat and then redo the door cards. But this thing is like pristine shape. It's not rusted. It's not rusted out, where most of these trucks are in bad shape. So we're gonna go through this thing and clean it up, and possibly see if we can maybe get this thing to run. It has been sitting for 20 years without the carburetor on it. So I'm gonna have to pull the intake more than likely and make sure that's all cleaned up. But a squirrel or a mouse or something had made they were building a house under this thing, and a lot of pecans have been stored in this dude.
And they were using real wood to build their house.
Yeah, and they were actually using real like scraps of wood and stuff like that to build this. It was wild. Even a spray nozzle, how they got a spray nozzle up there is just, that's beyond me. But those dudes are smart, and they'll find their way into anything. But I'm gonna get this thing tore down and get it all cleaned up, and possibly see if we can get this thing to turn over and run, and try to get the steering column. We're probably going to try to get a universal column to do away with the 3 on the tree, because it's got the 4 on the floor now. And then once we get it crunk up, we'll probably see kind of what else he wants to do to it. But for the most part, we're definitely going to get this thing all cleaned up and go from there.
Coyote swap the world.
Yeah, he wants to put a coyote in it, but I don't know if we want to do that. He might have to find somebody else to do that. But that's against my religion. It's against my religion. But yeah, this thing is really, really sweet. Still has the old gun rack, which is awesome. He said he's gonna keep that up there. That's pretty cool. Doors are tight. I mean, they shut tight and everything else. So we're gonna go on this thing, try to see if we can get this dude, see what it looks like after we get it cleaned up. So y'all hang out. All right, what do we do? What am I doing?
You go laugh a little bit, like a tiny bit. Laugh. I said laugh.
What about now?
No. Stop.
What do I do now?
Go laugh. Turn that bitch. Laugh. Are you recording me?
What are we doing?
Are you recording me?
Yep.
No.
I appreciate y'all's help.
No. Bye. We not creating yet.
What I need to do? I'm trying to back up to this truck so I can get it off the trailer. And my girls are helping me, or at least they was.
Is it recording?
I think it is. You ready?
Yeah.
You push hard now. Ready? Push. Get up there. Get up there and stand on the thing and push it. You pushing? Push. Manual labor. Push. You pushing? Push. Push. Alright, hold it right there. Oh no, can't do that because we don't have no brakes. You want to keep pushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess if I want to.
Well, I don't know if we got any brakes. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. High five. High five. That's hard working hands, man. Good deal.
Guys, he's trending me to push this thing now. And I had to work as hard as I could to get it. Watch me do this. trucks over there. So we've been out here since 4:30 this morning. And I wish you could see my sister, but she went inside. So
Baby, you probably got them dizzy. You gotta be out here. Look, you're behind the camera, so you'd have to speak to them right here. Here, there.
so you probably couldn't know that my sister's inside.
What should we be doing instead of playing with baby dolls? What should we be doing?
Working
On what?
the car.
High five. Which car?
Whatever his name is. Mr. Whatchamacallit.
Who's Mr. Whatchamacallit?
Whoever you told me that truck was for.
This is Mr. CP's truck.
Yeah, Mr. CP's truck. Tamma. So, we're gonna take you. This is a closer look of what my dad's doing. That's what he's doing. I wish he would be still so I could get a closer look. But this is what he's doing.
What am I doing?
Say hey.
Hey. So as y'all can see, I got everything vacuumed up around the intake and everything. I'm gonna probably throw a bore scope down in the intake just to maybe see if I can see something. But for the most part, I mean, it actually looks pretty clean now that I've got it all cleaned up. So we may try to, I'm gonna take and try to put a breaker bar on the engine. And I'm going to try to turn it over just to see if it will turn over, then we may have something here. If it turns over pretty easily with me just tighten it down, may try to fire this dude off, but we are going to get the rest of it, go ahead and get it all cleaned up and everything. I had a bunch of vacuum and I wanted to go ahead and get all the acorns and stuff that was out. That was all down here so I don't blow them up in my face once I pressure wash all this stuff. So yeah. We're finna get after it. Alright, so I've got a 5/8 and I just got a breaker bar, ratchet and breaker bar. I'm gonna put this thing on here and see if I can try to turn it over. Like I say, again, this thing has been sitting inside for 20 years. It's a little bit different than if it was sitting outside in the elements and everything else. So we may get lucky here, then again we may not. But I'm gonna try to see if I can spin it over. See how easy it is to spin over? It is trying to tighten that bolt a little bit more. Oh, this thing may be stuck. Oh, wait a minute. I think it was just maybe initially stuck where the piston was sitting in that one spot for a long time. But we actually got it to turn over. It's a little bit rough, but it may get back rough again whenever you get on that one spot. You can actually hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but I can actually hear it building up like a little compression on the cylinder, like psh. It's getting easier. Oh. Dropped. Oh yeah. We may have something here, guys. Well, with that conclusion, I may stick a battery in this dude and try to free turn it. Turn it over, see if we can. I'm gonna pull the dipstick out, make sure we got some oil and everything on it. So let's do that real quick, because honestly I didn't even check that. Yeah, we got some oil in it. Don't have a lot, but there is some oil in it. So, I am gonna have to figure out the ignition key, because we don't have an ignition key. So I'm gonna have to take the wires off of it, and I could possibly just jump the wires over, because CP's uncle could not find the keys to it, and so I'm gonna try to get that. I've got another battery inside. I'm gonna go ahead and get it, bring the battery, because this battery's been sitting in here for 20 years. It's been in here for a long time. The date on the side's 2002. So it's been in here since 2002. Like I say, the tag on the back says 2003 is whenever it expired. So it must have got a battery right before this thing got parked or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that figured out. Like I say, we verified that, so we got that. I'm gonna at least try to turn it over, and we could probably possibly pour a little bit of fuel, just spray a little fuel down in here, just to see if we can get it to pop off. If this thing will pop off, we may have something. We may have something here, but we will see what we got. I'm gonna get this battery snatched out of here. Dude's wedged on there. Well, gotta get something else now. Oh yeah, I got a screwdriver right here. Screwdriver or pry bar. I got something right here. Come on out of there, dude. That one. The next generation. Ah, man, that's an old battery. Don't have a battery cleaner, just use a whatever you got in your hand, whatever's handy. Other battery I have is about dead, I think. It's a little bit bigger, so I know it's not going to fit exactly in the same spot, but it will get us to possibly what we need to do here. And we'll also put jump box on it, which I think is about dead also. Kick that on and see if we can turn this dude over. See if it'll bump over at least anyway. Well, guys, we definitely got it to turn over. That's a plus. Let me see if I got some fuel. Got some brake parts here, but I don't know if that'll be enough to bust her off or not. I don't think so. And I don't have much in this, so not sure how it's gonna go. Maybe enough in there. See if she'll do something. Make sure she's in. Well, I can tell you that we do have oil pressure because it has a manual gauge on the inside. So check this out. The cluster was out of it whenever he brought it, but right here, if you could see it, this is the manual line, and you can see it pumping a little bit of oil right there. I just happened to look over there whenever I was doing that, and yeah, like I say, so I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to hook that back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cluster back in and get that twisted back up, and then we'll go from there. And I was able to rip the center of the ignition switch out, so I'm able to turn it over like a screwdriver or whatnot. So got it pulled out, but yeah, we need some more gas and we need some more fire because this thing is barely getting it turned over. But yeah, we're going to continue on. I got to get that cluster put on back in so we don't have, if it does fire up, it don't shoot oil everywhere. And we're going to probably try to get another battery on this thing because these two are about shot. They're dead. I done ran them down. So trying to crank up the tractor. So alright, so I got another battery. It's somewhat charged up, and I also got the cluster put in and got the oil pressure sensor screwed in, and I'm fixing to I'm gonna pour a little gas. I've got a little thing down here. I'm gonna pour a little gas in here and see if we can possibly get this thing to, it may pop off. I'm not sure yet, but gotta get y'all somewhere where you can kind of somewhat see. But oh, whoa. Put that rag over it just to see if it'll somewhat suck that down in there. Well, the positive thing about it is no, it did not do anything. It did not even try. So I'm going to get my little trigger out here to where I can pull a plug put a plug on there and see if it's even firing, because honestly, the points could have maybe took a dump or something on it, or one of the wires could be chewed. But the positive thing about it is it actually is building a bunch of oil pressure, which is somewhat good. So I'm going to try to dig my little trigger thing out and see if I can get it up here so I can bump it over and do it a lot better, to see if I can get some fire. Maybe it's fire. All right, I'm gonna grab a spark plug and try to see if I can turn it over. And see if it's firing at all. Nope, we do not have no fire. So pretty sure this was the temperature. That's for the temperature there. Ain't no telling what it looks like up under those points. Wonder if I can do away with those points and just drop another distributor down in it, just so we can get her to bust off. I really like to do those points though. Alright, let me see what I got. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test this coil to make sure that the coil's not bad. So if the coil's bad, then we know we got another issue, in which the points actually look pretty decent there, but I haven't pulled it all apart. I just pulled the cap off. Like I say, this thing has been sitting inside for 20 years, so it's not like it's been out to the elements and stuff. But I'm gonna test my coil and see if I can get any fire out of it. And the best way to test it is whenever you switch the key on, you have 12 volts on one side, so you'll actually hook another wire up to the negative side, which is what feeds from the distributor to the coil. And what it does is it interrupts the actual it interrupts the ground side of it, so and it releases all the fire to the actual spark plug, so we should get a spark out of there. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna set y'all up and I'm gonna try to see if I can get that to turn over, see if we can possibly get it to arc. I don't know how good y'all are gonna be able to see that, but I just wanted to make sure that we're in the on position. Take this off here and just kind of tighten this up something right there. It's not going to be the greatest, but it will do. Set that up. See if it'll do it without trying to get shocked. And without pulling our wire out. It's really hard to see. I mean, I don't know if it's got a good ground there or not. I think we got a bad coil. So I don't know if I have another coil or not. Let's see what I got. Alright, so what I come up with was a, I've got an old Blaster 2 coil. And I'm going to put it on there, see if we can possibly, well, let me get this off first. Man, it's extremely hard to get over there with not being up in the engine bay. Got all the room in the world, but ain't got much room. On my tippy toes. Alright, so got that one on there. Whew. Trying to stretch across this baby. Now I'm gonna come on the other side if I got some room here without the other one. Let's see if we can get this other one out of the way. That one's in the way there. Well, I'd say I see why we actually have a problem. Holy moly. I know y'all can't see in there, but that thing's rusted completely all up in there. It's probably why it's not doing anything. I'm sure. I am sure that's what it is. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Now, see when we turn this motor over, see if we got any fire. And we have nothing. Okay, so to eliminate that, we will do our wire here again. So do we have two bad coils? We got 12 volts on that one. At least my other coil was actually, oh, there we go. We just ain't got a good, whatchamacallit here. Let's tighten her up some. Again, I'm just trying a few things before I change out the Yeah, it's got some spark coming through that one. So it's gonna have to be something to do with the points. I don't have nothing here. See if I can tighten the points up. Maybe it'll. Just don't know if, like I say, what's our dealio here, but all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'll make it super simple. I'm gonna put a 12 volt distributor down in it and do away, just put a cap on coil and do away with that points distributor altogether. I got to get my number 1 plug up though first. So I'm gonna get that distributor. I gotta pull that plug out first before I do anything. Pull the number 1 plug out. Alright, I got the other distributor pulled out of it. I went and dug this one out of some. Alright guys, I lost a little stuff there. I had to delete some. I guess I had so much stuff in my phone. Well, I got this other distributor stabbed off in there. Didn't realize the phone had cut off, so got that. And I am putting a butt splice spade on this for this distributor because it takes this style. And yes, all right, I got that on there. Now to put the plug back in there. Got to get the plug put back in there on number 1, and just put the wires up on there. I'm just going to use the points style wires that I have for the time being, because like I say, we're just going to see if this motor is even possible to running. But almost got it up on there. Get that put back on there. All right, so we got that on there, and I gotta remember what it is. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. As long as I've been working on LS stuff, I about forgot that. So let's go over there. We're gonna put 1 right here. Try to shorten that up just to possibly get it to click up on there, maybe. There we go. like I say, these ain't staying on there. It's just something to try to get it to bust off. I need 8. Where you at? 8. Be crazy if I do all this and it won't even turn over. 1, 8, 4. Ow. Get on there, plug wire. Come on now. I mean, it acts like it's not designed to go on there. All right, 1, 8, 4, 3, which is that one. I may have to take some of these things out of there. Watch it not want it. Come on, you raggedy wire. All right, that'll work. 1, 8, 4, 3, 1, 8, 4, 3, 6. Which is this one. I just do that. One, 8, 4, 3, 6. Now we have 5. 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, 2. Gotta continue to rattle that off in my brain so I remember, because sometimes I forget. Seven, which is right here. And then we have 2. Come on, baby. We're almost there. There we go. All right. So now we got that. Let me get some of these tools off of here. Maybe it'll bust off. I don't know. Let's see though. Go ahead and cross our toes and our fingers. Put some gas down her throat. and let's just see. Guys, we got a runner. We have a runner. Woo! That was, it's hard to you can only, it'll only run the gas that is in the carb, the invisible carb. But we'll see. I got some gas in there. Well, I think we done about killed her battery, I believe. Yep, I think we have. She's getting hot. Well, we did fire it up for the first time. So I need to get a battery that is for surely charged, because I guess evidently we've done killed this one. Yeah, we've killed this battery. Well, let's start over. Alright, so I had another battery in there on the charger. We got it, and we're fixing to try to do this again. Possibly, if it will crank up. Just kind of busted off with this right here. Let's see if it'll turn over. The starter is not loving life for some reason. A little bit better though. It busted off that first time, but I don't know what she's doing now. And got too hot or something. Alright, let me try to do it from the inside. Let's see if we can do it like that. Okay. It indeed runs, but we need a carburetor. But that's it. We got to get a carburetor. I I may have to get with my buddy Drew, see if I can get a carburetor from him, because the only other carburetor I have is the one that's on the wagon, which is not currently being used right now, but don't want to put it on here because I got to do a bunch of other stuff, A&N fittings and everything else. But yeah, she runs. So y'all see I've got pretty much got it running, got it crunk up. We are going to get this thing cleaned up. Going to clean a little bit more under the hood, pressure wash, clean all the outside. This thing, like I say, it's pretty dirty from sitting. But yeah, just a little quick walk around, and I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up, see if we can try to pressure wash most of this gunk out. I'm gonna get these doors pulled out the back of the truck, and once we get the outside cleaned up, then we're gonna move in on the inside and get it cleaned up. It's a bunch of rat poo and a bunch of other stuff in this thing, so yeah, we're gonna try to get all that stuff all vacuumed out of here, which I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can see some of it. There's a ton of that stuff all up under the seat and everything. And yeah, door's still shut super tight. I mean, couldn't ask for better closing door for sure after sitting. And yeah, so we're gonna get rocking and rolling on this thing. Wanted to do like a mid wash, I guess, so you can kind of see the difference of what it actually looks like. Like I say, I haven't spent a whole lot of time you know, scrubbing this thing down, just doing a good wash to try to get all of the actual like mildew off of it and everything. And when I tell you that the roof come super duper clean, couldn't ask for anything better. But yeah, that's definitely really awesome. I'm thinking for the most part, see, somebody had put like silicone in it, like all around, and there's a, like, you can kind of see right here where it's done turned yellow. I mean, it flakes off for the most part. Like I say, the pressure washer takes a lot of it off, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of go through a I don't know if y'all can see the difference on the, well, y'all can definitely see the difference on the windshield right there, but yeah, you can kind of see right here where there's silicone and everything. If you rub really hard, you can rub most of that yellow stuff off. It's going to be a job to get it, you know, completely off all the way around, because it's on the actual seals and everything too. For the windows, for the back, I got most of it off, but as you can tell, there's still let's see if I can get it in there. You can kind of see right here, and see if you rub some of that, which it being on glass, I'll probably take a razor blade to get it off, but you could kind of see that there's some on the seal itself. But I would actually say that it's probably preserved the seal a pretty good bit, because normally whenever you do these, you take and wash them, and my whole finger would be absolutely black. I mean, like black. And like I say, most of this stuff right here, all of it's going to take some either sitting there with a pressure washer for a pretty good while, and then just take and get it all completely off the seal. You can see it right there. And if you rub it, like I say, a lot of that stuff will come off, but you can actually use the pressure washer. The back bed come absolutely super duper clean. And CP was telling me that also, one thing I could tell you that definitely preserved the back bed is his great grandfather used to have chainsaws back here all the time, and all that barb oil and, you know, two-stroke oil, whatever. It had a bunch of oil back here, and the only thing that he really hauled back here was chainsaws. So they like I say, it's just, you know, it's got some scratches, scrapes, and everything else, but there is not a single hole anywhere in this bed. I mean, not a single hole. You got, you know, just like surface rust and stuff like that, but there is no holes at all in this back bed. Which is wild to me. And the only other hole that I've seen, like I say, it had a little bit of cancer right here on the driver lower door, and then it has a couple spots, you know, here and there. But I mean, that's to show sign that, you know, it's old. I mean, this thing is 1971. So we're gonna continue on this thing. I just wanted to kind of do a little overlay. And we're going to come back and we're going to get all this, because this right here is actually silicone too. Let me see if I can rub y'all some up. Right there, maybe. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. We're going to sit here and pretty much go through all this. But our plan is to, you can kind of see me rubbing it right there. You can see a little bit of residue on it right there. Going to have to get all this stuff off. And our plan is to take and put some sweet patina or Poppy's patina or something like that on this thing. And like I said, it just got little bitty silicone pieces just here and there. And I'm thinking what they done was it did help. They just stuck a whole bead of it, ran their finger down right here. And you know, I just feel like that it's really awesome that they did do that back then, because I feel like it preserved a lot of this. But we're gonna have to get all this stuff out, and we're gonna have to put like a 3M self-leveling compound in here, the self-leveler seam sealer, not a compound, seam sealer. And you got to get all this silicone out of here, because this silicone, like I say, it'll break down over time. Kind of what it looks like with that, most of it you can kind of see where that yellow color right there, and it'll break down over time. So yeah, we're gonna get all that stuff off. But for right now, the main objective is to get this thing cleaned up, which now that this is dry, you can kind of see the difference in washing it and what's been sitting on it for so long. You can kind of see that. I don't know how much you can see that reflection on that windshield, but yeah, it's slowly but surely getting there. These chrome wheels, they got a little bit of like rust, surface rust and everything on them, and we'll go through and probably clean it up, because I think he actually wants to keep these wheels on the truck, and we're probably going to do those something. I'm not really 100% sure what he wants to do with those wheels, but he was talking about he wanted to keep those wheels on this truck, because you know his grandfather had these wheels on this truck too, and his uncle. So yeah, I'm going to continue on and get this thing all washed up, get it all completely washed, and then we'll move on into the next step, and that would be cleaning the interior all up. Another thing too, I always take me a little quick snack. Keep you some tuna and all in your refrigerator, and I keep these little disposable forks or whatever from the store. Just kind of grab them. I work on the road a lot, so these things come in handy. And yeah, gotta stop for a little snack, a little lunch real quick, and then we're gonna get back rolling. So always at the store, grab you one or two of them. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to have, just have them laying around. And being hungry like I am, you know, definitely a little quick snack kind of gets you back, gets a little bit of energy going. It's a good thing. Like I say, I keep these little tuna packets here and there, just because sometimes I forget to eat lunch, So I'll just grab a snack real quick instead of having to run all in the house and prepare some stuff or whatever. But just kind of, you know, for my grandpa, he keeps crackers and pretzels and all kinds of stuff handy. So kind of learned that little trick from him. Keep you something near, you know, close by, snack on a little bit, keep it moving. So we're going to do that and get to rolling on this project. So I got it all cleaned up. I just got this trim pushed on there temporary with some double-sided tape. I don't think it's going to hold too great. Gonna have to clean that surface up really well, but I did get that piece stuck back on, and got a little shiner there, but y'all can kind of see everything now. I mean, it still's got a little bit of shine on the bottom. The top is kind of, I guess, from the little bit of elements that was in the where it was sitting at. So I mean, it can make and shine up. I feel like put some compound on her, shine her up. Had to be careful though, because it could possibly burn through it, but it's still drying a little bit. And yeah, she came out super clean, pressure washed up under the hood and everything. Still got to get a carburetor, but I think that's, like I say, just a good kind of once over. A good once over, and got that thing cleaned up, and we're gonna pretty much keep on, you know, rolling along on it. Got to get a carburetor, so probably it's gonna be on the next video, but I'm gonna get y'all something out. And like I say, I've been wide open on this thing. Kind of took my weekend to get a jump start on this, get it cleaned up to where I can get a cover thrown on it, and we're gonna get back rolling. I've just been so busy, y'all, and I hadn't had a chance to really get much done as far as inside shop area, but just getting just trying to day by day. Progress is progress, I guess you should say. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, and I appreciate y'all kind of checking this thing out, and I super thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm thankful that my buddy CP, you know, chose me to kind of just help bring this thing back to life. And like I say, we got a lot that he's wanting to kind of do with this thing, but I'll kind of show that for the future. And we're going to get together on some stuff and kind of figure out where, you know, what plans and everything that he's wanting to kind of go with, because he's got a couple ideas that he's wanting to do, and that's probably what we're going to do. So y'all like, share, and subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one.